Breaking news. Russian soldiers tried to run and hide from incoming drones. Putin now begs for
Breaking. The drone war in Ukraine has just escalated to a terrifying new level. Good morning. It's 9 a.m. and we are broadcasting live with incredible, unprecedented footage arriving minute by minute from the front. What you are about to see isn't just combat footage. This is a systematic dismantling, a hunter-prey dynamic playing out in real time, where the hunter is relentless, omnipresent, and shows no mercy. This morning's episode features some of the most intense, cinematic, and tactically devastating drone operations we have ever captured. We are talking about high-speed pursuits through snow-laden forests, the surgical elimination of a sniper's nest, and the complete catastrophic annihilation of an enemy command center, a blow that doesn't just destroy equipment, but blinds an entire sector of the Russian war machine. Make no mistake, you are witnessing the constantly evolving, brutal nature of modern warfare. You are witnessing the cold, precise dedication of those defending their homeland. They're not just fighting, they are innovating, they are adapting, and they are winning. Hit that subscribe button right now, turn on notifications. We are your frontline source, and we drop new content every single day. The landscape is changing by the hour, don't blink. Let's jump straight into the action. The scene opens with aftermath. Smoke curls from blackened earth. Following multiple explosive strikes, one Russian soldier thought he had a way out. He made the oldest play in the book. He played dead. Laid still in the mud, pretending to be just another casualty. But from 300 feet above, the Ukrainian pilot saw what ground forces couldn't. A slight twitch, a minute adjustment of the hand, a living man playing a corpse. There's movement. The pilot's voice is calm over the comms. No sympathy is wasted on the Russian military forces here. Not after Bucha, not after Mariupol. The decision is clinical. A second drone is already in the air, humming like a vengeful insect. It's not a strike, it's a confirmation. An additional gift, as the crew chillingly calls it, delivered with pinpoint accuracy. The screen goes white. Cut to a road, deep behind what the Russians thought were their lines. Ukrainian pilots scanning feeds from unseen scouts have identified a gold mine. Enemy armored vehicles moving in a neat, confident formation. They are exposed. It's a convoy of arrogance. The first FPV drone, a speeding bolt of explosive fate, streaks in from a tree line. Impact. The lead vehicle doesn't just stop, it ignites. A fireball consumes it, metal groaning as it becomes a permanent, burning roadblock. Two vehicles remain, but the Ukrainians are already 3 steps ahead. FPV drones had been prepped, their pilots waiting for this exact moment. The second vehicle never even has a chance to scatter. A direct hit. It too is instantly engulfed in flames. Now, there is only one. A solitary vehicle on a vast, empty road. Its fate sealed. The pilot breathes slowly, crosshairs dancing over the image. He's not aiming to hit. He's aiming to destroy. He selects the optimal impact point, the thin armor above the crew compartment. The drone screams in. A massive blast rocks the vehicle, but it doesn't burn. It sits, wounded, smoking. A survivor? No. In this new doctrine, one strike is never enough, verification is mandatory, a second FPV is already in transit, it finishes the job with grim finality. In 60 seconds, a Russian armored column has been transformed into 3 smoldering tombs. No Russian infantry in sight to help, just the sky and what it carries. But the hunters aren't just on roads. The next shot takes us deep into a forest, a place of shadows and silence. A Russian sniper, wrapped in camouflage netting, believes he is invisible. He has spent hours, maybe days, in this position. He is the terror of the tree line, until he hears it. That distinctive, high-pitched buzz, the sound of judgment approaching. He breaks cover, abandoning his weapon, his post, his mission. He runs in sheer, primal panic through the underbrush. For a few seconds, it's a chase. And then, fate intervenes in the cruelest way. He steps on something, a root, a trench hole, and tumbles helplessly to the ground. At that exact moment of maximum vulnerability, the drone impacts. The forest is silent again. The following sequence is a study in audacity. A Russian soldier, laden with a full kit, walks casually down an airstrip. His posture screams a sense of impunity. He moves like he owns the territory. That assumption, we are about to learn, is a fatal error. He has absolutely no right to be there. To make this point crystal clear, a strike FPV is launched. It travels at a velocity that turns air into a weapon. The soldier hears the buzz. His casual stroll fractures. He darts toward a cluster of trees and freezes, pressing himself against the trunk. He's confused. Is it friendly? Is it enemy? In his hesitation, he doesn't even raise his rifle. A fatal pause when the realization hits. When he sees the small, dark shape vectoring directly at him, it's far too late. He bolts in a wild, zigzagging sprint. It is a hopeless, terrifying dance. The drone corrects, adjusts, and closes the gap with inhuman precision. Impact. Now the pursuit shifts to motorcycles. We witness a Russian rider desperate for speed, being chased by not one but 2 separate drones. It's a coordinated hunt. They drive him, hurt him. The first drone strikes near him, a warning shot that shakes his control. The second delivers the verdict. The bike, clearly laden with extra fuel, explodes in a spectacular rolling fireball that consumes the rider. Here's another. A motorcyclist on a similar path, thinking his speed is salvation. An FPV clips his rear tire, sending him into a devastating crash. But the pilots don't assume. They verify. A second drone is dispatched to ensure the mission is complete. We see two soldiers, having dismounted, now running through a field of tall grass. They are separated, panicked, stumbling. One trips, disappearing into the grass. The drone doesn't hesitate. It descends. Mission accomplished. Time and again, Russian forces attempt these penetrations on motorcycles, believing agility will save them, but most are intercepted long before they reach their assembly areas. The hunters own the sky, and they own the avenues of approach. Next, a test of durability. A Russian vehicle sits parked beside a rural road, seemingly abandoned. The Ukrainian pilots decide to see how tough it really is. They send a single FPV. The vehicle fails the test catastrophically, consumed by internal explosions. Then they intercept. A drone flies a pre-planned route and stumbles upon a gold mine. A Russian soldier on a motorcycle, weaving through a forest in the Lyman direction. This area has become an infiltration route, a place the enemy thinks they can regroup. The entire forest is crawling with them, a controller notes, but it's a trap. Ukrainian drone units and artillery are constant here, methodically cleaning the forest, making it a graveyard. The ground is covered in early snow, a stark white canvas for dark deeds. The message is clear. If the Russian army will not leave Ukrainian territory on their own feet, they will leave in bags. The drone closes on the motorcyclist. Impact. But disrupting infantry and vehicles is one thing. The real prize, the game changer, is logistics and command. Without them, a modern army is just a blind, deaf, and chaotic mob. What follows is a masterclass in strategic targeting. Ukrainian intelligence, piecing together signals, data, and scout reports, pinpoints an extremely high-value target, the operational hideout of Russian UAV operators. These are the enemy's own drone pilots, their eyes and ears. They've been using a residential house as their command headquarters. Not for long, a drone, loaded with enhanced explosives, streaks toward the house. A direct hit. Then another. The structure doesn't just burn. It is consumed from the inside out. Every piece of equipment, every map, every hard drive, turn to ash. Follow-up drones destroy their transport vehicles and their protective shelters. The nest is obliterated. Then, something even more critical. Through brilliant electronic warfare detection, a Ukrainian pilot pinpoints the exact launch location of Russian FPV drones. We see the feed. Enemy personnel are there right now, preparing another drone for launch. Strike drones are dispatched to these precise coordinates without a heartbeat of delay. First, they take out the Starlink terminal, severing the link to Moscow's command, to their intelligence, to each other. Second, they hit the generator, the hum of electricity dies instantly, the site goes dark and silent. Third, a systematic purge. They methodically destroy every antenna array they can find. These aren't just objects, they are the sensory organs of the Russian drone network. Without them, communication with their drones is impossible. They are blind and deaf. Finally, the coup de grace. The shelter itself, where the Russian operators were hiding. 2 drones are enough. Everything inside the dugout is completely incinerated. But the hunt isn't over. The pilots who fled the burning shelter are now running across open ground, seeking new cover. They are hunted down. No quarter, no escape. Let's break down the tactical significance of what you just witnessed. This isn't just about blowing up a few $1,000s of gear. When you eliminate a drone command post, you are performing a lobotomy on the enemy forces in that entire sector. Reconnaissance ceases. Their eyes are plucked out. Artillery becomes inaccurate. Their guiding hand is severed. Infantry movements go unobserved. They march into ambushes. This is force multiplication at its most devastating. This is why Ukrainian forces prioritize these targets above almost all others. This conflict has become a deadly, high-stakes game of cat and mouse between opposing drone operators. It's a shadow war within the war. Both sides are in a constant paranoid dance trying to locate and eliminate each other's launch sites. Operators must be ghosts, mobile, unpredictable, setting up and tearing down in minutes. They use decoys, false signals, and sheer cunning. The ones who grow complacent, who light a cigarette at the wrong time, who reuse a frequency they don't survive long. It's hide and seek with million-dollar consequences and a personal final price for failure. Weather is a fickle goddess in this fight. The snow you see provides a stark, high-contrast backdrop that makes even the best camouflage stand out. But it also sucks the life from batteries, ices up lenses, and grounds lesser operators. The cold is an enemy that affects man and machine alike. Yet the operations continue, day and night, which speaks to a level of skill and dedication that is rewriting military manuals in real time. And the psychological warfare is immense. Imagine it. You are a Russian soldier. At any moment, from any direction, a silent watcher could become a screaming bringer of death. You can't cook a hot meal. You can't sleep soundly. You can't gather in groups. The constant grinding stress of that overhead threat degrades combat effectiveness before a single round is fired. Captured soldiers consistently report that the drone, the buzz, was their single greatest fear. Behind all this footage is a colossal unseen logistics machine. This isn't just a guy with a controller. This is an enterprise. Batteries by the thousand, constantly rotating through charging stations. Workshops, fabricating custom warheads and fin assemblies. Networks of scouts and forward observers painting the target picture. Pilots on grueling rotation schedules. It's a symphony of supply and demand happening in garages, basements, and secret warehouses. Without this backbone, the frontline heroics are impossible. They are training the next generation too. While veterans fly these missions, simulators are running 24/7s back in Kyiv and Lviv. New pilots are learning not just to fly, but to think tactically, to identify targets of opportunity, to plan complex multi-drone assaults. The goal is a deep, sustainable bench of operators. This is a war of attrition, and Ukraine is winning the innovation race. What you are witnessing is the face of modern resistance. It is technical, it is brutal, and it is overwhelmingly effective. Each successful mission you see here isn't just a tactical victory. It is a step toward making the cost of occupation unbearable, a step toward reclaiming a homeland 1 meter, 1 forest, 1 road at a time. These pilots work tirelessly every single day under the most extreme conditions imaginable. They are engineers, they are artists of violence, they are the shield of their nation. And with each strike, they are writing a new doctrine, a doctrine that says, if you invade, you will not find glory, you will find a silent sky that speaks only in fire. Thank you for watching tonight's report. This is the reality of the front. This is the evolution of war. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell. We're here every day bringing you the unfiltered truth from the battlefield. The story changes by the hour, and we will be there to document it all. Good luck, stay strong. We'll see you in the next report.